Hi all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and I this and I that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today, I'm excited to be bringing you the astrological forecast for March of 2026. This looks like a jam-packed month with a lot of major energy happening in our sky, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the forecast for this month. So do know this is going to be a month where we begin with a very powerful lunar eclipse in Virgo. Okay, eclipses are very powerful karmic course correctors, and this one is going to shine a spotlight on what's been inefficient or misaligned or quickly draining our energy. Okay, collectively, do know that this is going to be about systems breaking down so that we can rebuild into something better. So do expect for work structures, health patterns, productivity. All of these things are going to be really up for review as far as how we handle them, and whatever is not sustainable is going to show itself and it's going to need to be addressed. All right, then we're also going to be having a Jupiter going direct this month. Okay, luck is back online. All right, your abundance is back online. Blessings are coming back. When Jupiter stands still in the sky, it amplifies our energy. Okay, and so this is going to be a time where the planet of growth and opportunity and belief and expansion is going to start to move forward, which means that momentum that may have felt paused starts to move again. All right, doors that may have seemed to be delayed or that held you in a little bit of a holding pattern are now going to move forward. Okay, faith returns, optimism returns. I feel like the collective mood is also going to shift from reflection to possibility. Okay, and so finally we're going to be up under a vernal equinox. Okay, the astrological new year is jump starting this month, which is going to bring a lot of initiative, energy, and momentum moving forward. And you know, this is going to be a time where I feel like with after the eclipse is cleaning house and Jupiter's restoring our motion forward, I feel like with this Aries season, it's going to ask us to act. It's going to ask us to lead. It's going to ask us to move with courage over comfort. Okay, so overall, I feel like this month is really going to ask us to release what's inefficient, to reclaim our faith, and then to move boldly. All right, this is a reset month. All right, this is a refinement month, and then this is also what I feel like is a launching pad. This is a launching pad month, and so of course these energies are going to be affecting each of you in different ways based on what your rising sign is. So go ahead and let's dive deep. Tap the appropriate timestamp that matches your rising sign, or of course your sun sign and then your moon. But more specifically, your rising sign is going to be the most accurate tell to see what effects are going to be coming through for you March 2026. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. For my Aries riser, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. I'm so excited to be breaking down the astrological energy that's going to be transpiring for you for this month ahead. Okay, so there are three major transits that are going to be coloring the sky this March of 2026. And let's go ahead and break down what it all means. Okay, so first and foremost, we've got a lunar eclipse happening in Virgo. We've got a Jupiter going direct in Cancer, and we also have a vernal equinox, which is just the sun moving into Aries and jump-starting an astrological new year. And so these energies are definitely going to be affecting you in different areas of your life. And so to start in chronological order, let's tap into the lunar eclipse that in Virgo that is going to be happening in your sixth house of your work and your service and your daily habits and your routines. And do know that this is going to be quite an emotional reset in this area of life for you. Okay, do know that this area around your work, your health, your daily routines, your job, your employees, you know, this can bring about a little bit of a job shift, or you might come to realize that you're a bit burnt out, or some of the routines and the structure that you have for yourself just isn't working out or needs a bit sprucing up. It needs some efficiency. It needs a little bit more of a detailed eye towards it that is a little bit better for yourself. Okay, this is a time where you might find that there could be a little bit of some health adjustments that need to be, you know, worked out. But this is a time to really refine your systems, to really refine how you operate on your day to day. Okay, so trim the fat, get rid of excess energy, get rid of excess, you know, extraneous, things that don't really matter during your day so that you can live out a better, existence on your day to day. Okay. And this lunar eclipse is really going to trigger that for you around March 3rd. Okay. Moving forward on March 10th, you are going to have this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer fourth house of home and family. And so this might be a time where with the Jupiter going direct in your Cancer fourth house, that you find that your home life expands, your inner emotional security feels a little bit better or a little bit more confident on the inside. When it comes to your inner emotional world, your inner security, you might be finding abundance, healing, just happy, good times, happy, good vibes within the home. You could be moving into a bigger home or just finding some luck and expansion is coming to you through the family and the home life. Do expect that if you are someone trying to purchase a home or move into a bigger home, this can be a great time for you with this, okay? Because you are having that Jupiter go direct in Cancer, okay? So real estate matters can be very good for you if you are in the real estate biz. If you are looking to purchase a new home, looking to move into a new situation, this can definitely bring about blessings on that end. This can also be a time of family healing or relocation plans or moving or just, again, you healing your inner emotional world, seeking therapy. Self-care is going to be something that is highlighted during this time and that you may receive, okay? And last but not least, you are going to be having this vernal equinox, okay? The vernal equinox is happening for all of us, and you specifically, this is happening to you, to your identity, to the role you carry in life. This is quite a personal rebirth for you at this time, okay? So confidence is going to rise within you. This is going to be a time where you are meant to initiate a new chapter for yourself, a new identity. This is a reintroduction of self out to the world, okay? So with a little bit of pride, much boldness, and a lot of fire, this is a new chapter for you in life, okay? And so I'm so excited for what you get ready to embark on during the whole of the year that jumpstarts here in March of 2026, okay? So that is what I have for you. Now, do know that I've got some lucky auspicious dates for you. Your lucky dates this month is going to be March 5th, March 10th, and March 22nd, all right? Those are your lucky dates, all right? So if you've been trying to jumpstart something or put something out there or go after something, choose those dates. Those dates are really gonna be quite auspicious for you, or that those dates may even be the dates that, some auspicious blessings may come to your life, all right? So with that being said, I would love to leave you all with a little bit of a mantra, okay? Your mantra to align your spirit, your soul to the sky is going to be, I refine my habits and boldly lead my life forward, okay? So my Aries risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you a beautiful and happy and abundant March of 2026. You take care and you be blessed. Bye. For my Taurus risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. There's a lot of energy circling in our sky at this time, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the astrological foresight for the month ahead, okay? So for you, there's a lot of energy happening, okay? We've got this lunar eclipse in Virgo. We've got a Jupiter going direct in Cancer. We've got a vernal equinox, which is just the sun moving into Aries, and that is jumpstarting an astrological new year. And so this is going to affect you in some major key areas within your chart. And so let's go ahead and break this down. So around March 3rd, do know that you are going to be experiencing a lunar eclipse in your Virgo fifth house of love, romance, dating, your creative projects, your hobbies, the things that spark joy within you, and children if you have them or want them, okay? And so do know that this area of life, romance, dating, creative projects, children, are going to reach a turning point at this time. This may also be a time where a love story may evolve or needs clarification, okay? This may be a time where you may need to get a little bit more critical about this area of life. This is a time to trim the fat. This is a time to really get your emotionality around this area to be a bit more clean. I hope that makes sense, right? Anything that is not jiving in this area of life of romance, dating, your creative projects, or children, this is a time to trim the fat. This is time to get rid of the extraneous details by first getting a bit critical about this area, right? Getting a bit more efficient, getting a bit more practical, getting a bit more serious about this area of life. And through this, you may find a lot of the story within your romantic world, your dating life, your creative projects may begin to move forward. This is definitely a time of evolution and clarification within your love story and within your, matters to do with the things that you find joy within, okay? This may even be the time where you are being asked to just include some play within your day-to-day life, within your day-to-day routine. This is a time to get a little bit more creative about those things, okay? So that is what is being seen. Now, March 10th, you're going to be experiencing this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer third house of your mind, your speech, your communication, your siblings, your neighbors. And do know that when Jupiter goes direct in Cancer, this is going to bring a lot of abundant blessings to this area of life. You might find that there can be some healing conversations that you have with your siblings or with your neighbors. This could be a time that through speaking up, through voicing your mind, voicing your opinion, speaking up a little, this could be the time that you gain opportunities through those people around you, right? This is also a time where momentum is going to return to your contracts, to your communication skills, to marketing, short distance travel is all going to be on the cards for you during this time. So if you've been thinking about going on a short trip, do it. If you've been thinking about whispering in a boss's ear for a raise, this is the time to do it. I always say when Jupiter moves into your third house of the voice, this is a time to talk a cheetah out of their spots, right? This is a time to have those heart to hearts. This is a time to express yourself, because through it you will find abundant blessings. And for you, with it being in Cancer, it shows it's a time to reveal your heart, to speak from a place of your emotions, of your soul. Speak from the place within you that you may protect, and you will find blessings come through it, okay? Moving forward, March 20th, you are going to be experiencing a vernal equinox, which is just a fancy word for sun going into Aries that is going to jumpstart the astrological new year for you, okay? And so this is going to be a time where there's going to be a bit of a, quiet reflection before your actual season is upon you. Do know that this can also bring about some spiritual downloads for you. This is going to be happening in your 12th house of your subconscious, of your spirituality. So this may be a new season around your personal healing, okay? Right? If you think about it, with this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer third house, this vernal equinox happening in the 12th, this may be the time where some of my Taurus risers out there are bearing their soul to a therapist, or having a heart-to-heart with someone, or they are just finding a bit more self-care for themselves. But do know, with the sun entering Aries into your 12th house, aka the vernal equinox, this is going to be a new chapter around you strengthening your spiritual connection, you letting go of past wounds, you letting go of habits that no longer serve you, and you being someone that just finds a bit more of a spiritual connection for yourself, and finding the courage to do that for yourself, okay? So that is what I have for you. Now, do know that there's some lucky dates on the board for you, okay? The lucky dates for March of 2026 for you are going to be the March 8th, March 11th, and March 27th, okay? These are going to be some very lucky and auspicious dates that, should you want to get something started or jumpstart something, do it on those dates. And you might also find equally on those dates, some blessings can be received as well, okay? So I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra to align your soul and your spirit to the sky. Your mantra this month is going to be, I trust the unfolding of my heart and my creative gifts this month, okay? So without further ado, my Taurus risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Cancer rising suns and moons, happy March 2026. I'm so excited to be bringing you the astrological forecast for the month ahead. Now, there's going to be 3 major transits that are going to be impacting you this month. And so I'm excited to go ahead and break those down with you, all right? Because we've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo happening, a Jupiter going direct in Cancer, and a vernal equinox, which is just a fancy word for sun entering Aries, which is going to jumpstart the astrological new year, okay? And so let's go ahead and break all of this energy down to see what's going to be transpiring for you specifically within your chart, okay? So do know that around March 3rd, there's going to be a lunar eclipse in Virgo that you're going to be experiencing, okay? Do expect some important news. This is going to be in your 3rd house, so important news, contracts, conversations are going to be had around this time, okay? And this is also going to be a time for a little bit of a mindset shift. You're going to find that this can be a time where your mind gets a little bit more clarity, that you get a little bit more certain on some things during this time, right? And that's going to help you with your emotionality a little bit, help you with some anxieties that you may have been, feeling for a little bit. And so do expect that. Now, around March 10th, do know that you are going to be experiencing a Jupiter going direct direct in your Cancer first house, which is going to be bringing about some exciting energy and abundant to you. You know, this is going to be a time that is going to be happening within your appearance, within your identity, within your personal expression, within your confidence. You might find that this is going to be quite a confident time for you. Okay, so do expect for personal expansion to return to you. This may be where your luck starts to switch on yet again. Opportunities are coming to you yet again, and Jupiter is going to be making its way through the final degrees within your Cancer first house, which is quite exciting. Okay, Jupiter is getting ready to do its last little big blessings for you during this time that Jupiter starts to go direct. So do expect this time. Okay, you're going to feel larger than life. Okay, so do expect that. But I will give you a little bit of warning. Although there will be happy times on the cards for you, do watch your weight, because Jupiter loves to expand not only metaphorically but also physically. Okay, so do expect that. All right, now as we move into the later half of the month, we've got a vernal equinox happening in your Aries 10th house, which is bringing about a whole new reset to your career story. Okay, this is going to be a time where the spotlight is being given to you within your career, where you are taking up your leadership, where you are really gaining acknowledgement, authority, notoriety for whatever it is that you are achieving and doing at this time within your career. So do expect that. This is a time where you might find many opportunities through your ability to shine within your career. For a few of you out there, you will be getting promoted. For a few of you out there, you will be launching a new project that puts you out there in the spotlight. This is quite exciting times. Okay, so do expect this energy to be happening for you. And so that is really your month in a nutshell. All right, so I would love to give you some lucky dates that are going to be really quite lucky for you and that will bring blessings for you throughout the month. Your lucky dates are going to be March 6th, March 10th, and March 21st. Okay, those months, look out for them, because those might be the months that some big turning points and blessings could be happening for you during those moments and during those days. Also, if you've been thinking about launching projects, putting yourself out there for things, those dates would be the best dates to do it. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I would love to leave you finally with a little bit of a mantra. Okay, your mantra is going to be, my voice opens doors of opportunity this month. Okay, and so without further ado, my Cancer risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. This looks like quite a lucky month for you with that Jupiter moving into your first house. Get out there, be abundant, be your best selves, and you be blessed. For my Leo risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. I'm so excited to be offering you the astrological forecast for the month ahead. Okay, so there's some very major powerful energies happening for you within this month. We've got a lunar eclipse happening in Virgo. We've got Jupiter going direct in Cancer, and we have a vernal equinox happening as well, which is going to jumpstart the astrological new year. All right, and so I'm gonna go ahead and break down these energies and where they're gonna be playing out in your life. And so let's go ahead and dive deep into it. So at the top of the month, March 3rd, you're gonna be experiencing this lunar eclipse in Virgo, which is all gonna be about money. Okay, it's all about gonna be about your money, your self-worth, your values. And this is gonna be a time where you are meant to kind of trim the fat on this area of life, where you're meant to get a little bit more conscious of this area of life, making things a bit more efficient, right? When it comes to money, this is going to be a time of budgeting. This is going to be a time of really getting your money story clearer and a little bit more structured, a little bit more efficient, right? If there have been any extraneous spending habits, anything that is not, productive or conducive to your overall financial success, this may be the time where you're meant to trim the fat, get rid of those things, and, find yourself in a bit more of a stable money story for yourself. Okay, so budget. This is a time to get very clear on your money and your value systems. Okay, this is also, I feel like, a time where your income structure is going to recalibrate just a tiny bit. Okay, now moving forward to a little bit later mid-month, you're going to be finding March 10th, you're going to be experiencing this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 12th house. Your 12th house is all about your spirituality, your subconscious, your spiritual dealings, the things that are hidden hidden, away from the public. And so do know that with Jupiter moving into your Cancer 12th house, this may be an abundant time where spiritual support and hidden blessings are beginning to move again. You know, you may have felt a little stagnant. You may have felt that your luck has been a little, MIA a bit during this time. But now that it's going direct, spiritual support, the universe is back on your side. God is back in your corner. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes for you that are going to be bringing abundant blessings to you. You may not see them now, but you will see them in hindsight, okay? But do know that now Jupiter moving into or going direct in your 12th house is going to offer you that spiritual support. It's also going to offer some much needed healing, right? Letting go of some baggage, letting go of any past hurt, past pain, past, habits that are no longer conducive to your success in life is going to be easier for you to deal with and let go of and move forward from, okay? Now that Jupiter has gone direct, okay? So do expect this energy. If you've been thinking about foreign travel, if you've been thinking about, picking up a better spiritual practice or, going to therapy, this may be the time that now Jupiter is going direct that you can find your way through to those goals, okay? But life begins to move in this area again, okay? Moving forward at the later half of the month, you are going to be experiencing this vernal equinox in your 9th house of your truth, your purpose, your belief systems, your spiritual belief systems. And so do know that this is going to be bringing about a new chapter and a reset to your ability to travel, publish, your higher learning, your higher educational pursuits. This can be a time where a lot of you out there may be publishing a book, putting out a song, stepping a little bit more into your truth, stepping a little bit more into your purpose at this time. And you may be getting a little bit of recognition due to this, okay? Due to your ability to put whatever gift you have out there at this time, okay? So this is a time to pursue your purpose boldly by really aligning yourself to your truth, aligning yourself to your purpose, and some great things are going to be happening for you at this time, okay? You might find that your belief systems are being really validated at this time. Like whatever you've been believing in, you might find that during this time, you sense from the outside world or something happens that really validates everything that you've believed in about yourself and about the world, about the life around you, okay? This is quite a beautiful time for you, okay? So like I said, if you've been thinking about publishing something, putting something out there, taking up a new class, taking up a new course, this is the exact time to do it. If you've been thinking about traveling, relocating, this is the exact time to do it. Or you may find that you are able to do it in a bit better of an easier fashion, right? You may have had a bit of a difficult time since that Jupiter was retrograding your 12th house, but now that everything's moving forward, this vernal equinox is happening in your 9th house, things are moving forward in this area of life, okay? So I do expect some of my Leo risers out there to be getting into the college of their dreams or, working towards the college of their dreams. You might even find that some of my Leo risers out there are stepping into a position of authority within teaching or education or leadership in some realm. Some of my Leo risers out there are moving forward towards their purpose with bold action and expansion. Some of my Leo risers out there are in the pursuit or in the midst of traveling, relocating. So this is, again, quite an exciting time for my Leo risers, okay? So that is what your March 2026 is going to be colored with, okay? I, of course, on my channel, am going to be giving the play-by-play with some of the more small or the smaller transits that are going to be transpiring through March of 2026, so definitely look out for that. But these are the major energies that are going to be coloring March of 2026, and I just wanted to hop on to give these to you. Now, I do have some lucky dates for you that are going to impact this month that I do want you to write down in your journal, that I want you to write down in your pad. Your lucky dates are going to be March 9th, March 10th, and March 23rd. These are going to be some very lucky and auspicious dates that you can be receiving some grand blessings through on these days, okay? Or these are the dates if you've been thinking about launching a project, launching something, stepping into something, going after something. These are the dates to do it, okay? These dates, the universe is going to be on your side, all right? And lastly, I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra so that your soul can anchor itself and align itself to the energy of the sky, okay? Your mantra for the month of March 2026 is going to be, I align my finances and my values with my unique faith and purpose in life, okay? So without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. For my Virgo risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. There's a lot of exciting energy transpiring in the sky around this time. And so I'm so excited to be bringing you the astrological forecast to break these energies down to show you what you can be experiencing in different areas of your life based on these transits in the sky. Okay, so you've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo happening, a Jupiter going direct in Cancer, and a vernal equinox that you're all going to be experiencing in 1 month. Okay, and so let's go ahead and dive deep into to see where these energies are going to be impacting you. Okay, so at the top of the month, do know March 3rd, you're going to be experiencing this lunar eclipse in Virgo. Okay, which is all for you going to be happening in your first house of your identity, of your sense of self, of who you are and your life path and purpose. And so do know that with this energy, this is going to be bringing about a personal transformation of self during this time. This is going to be definitely an identity upgrade for you. This is going to be a time where you are meant to release an old outdated version of yourself or old outdated beliefs that prevent you from moving forward in your life in a bit more of an efficient and productive manner. And through this, you will be finding that you are able to seat yourself and stand 10 toes down on who it is you say you are moving forward. This is bringing about a whole new emotional chapter as far as it relates to your sense of self and your identity. Okay, so that's what's going to be happening for you around March 3rd. As we move a little bit deeper into the month, around March 10th, you're going to be experiencing this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 11th house. Okay, and the 11th house is all to do with your networks, your friends, your societies that you're a part of. You know, this is going to be really impacting your future dreams, goals, and wishes. And with this Jupiter now going direct in this area, you're going to be finding some abundant times moving forward as far as it relates to who you network with, who it is that you call a friend, what societies that you belong to. You know, this area may have been a little stagnant due to that Jupiter retrograde in the 11th house, but now that it is turning direct, you are going to be finding a lot of prosperity and abundance through who it is that you connect with. So it's imperative that now moving forward, you do try to put yourself out there for, you know, friends, cliques, groups, communities who align with your personal truth, who align with your unique path in life, okay? And through that, you're going to be finding some opportunities, okay? Your expansion is going to be coming through the people that you know. There's a quote out there that says, you are only as successful as the 5 closest people around you, right? And this quote I give to you because this is kind of the energy that Jupiter is kind of wanting you to kind of figure out. It's like, I am only as successful as my group. I am only as successful as the people around me. And so if you are not successful, you may need to go find the people that are, right? You never want to be in a room with people that you are smarter than. Go find the room of people that you can learn from at this time, because through that, you're going to be finding some opportunities through the collective, through your friends, through your networks, okay? And also you might be finding with Jupiter moving direct that some long-standing or long-held dreams that you've been working towards or wishing for are going to be coming true, okay? This is a great time for expansion in this area of life, all right? Some of you out there may be gaining new friends, immersing yourself into new societies, new clubs, new cliques. You might even be finding some of your dreams are coming true. So this is quite an exciting time for you with this Jupiter going direct in your 11th house, my Virgo risers, suns, and moons, okay? Moving forward to the vernal equinox, all right? You've got a vernal equinox happening on March 20th, and you're going to be experiencing this in your Aries 8th house, okay? This vernal equinox is a big reset, okay? This is gonna be starting out on or jump starting the astrological new year. And so this is gonna really trigger the area of intimacy and your shared resources and finances with others. This is gonna be a time where deep emotional bonds for you are going to start to intensify. Okay, so if you're in a marriage, if you are in a budding romance, if you are sharing money with others, this may be a turning point for you. You might find that there can be a merging or an evolution within this energy at this time. Okay, so do expect that. All right, you might even find that within shared money, you might get a little bit of a break. You know, someone begins to help out with the bills. You know, someone brings a big opportunity for money during This is definitely going to be the time where you are going to be facing any matters to do with shared finances, investments, debts, emotional bonding, sex, vulnerability. You're going to be facing these things head on, okay? This time of the vernal equinox, you may feel a little bit more driven to confront issues that you've been avoiding, okay? You could also take decisive action around tax matters or loans or joint money matters or even financial planning with a partner during this time, okay? There may also be a stronger desire for deeper emotional or physical intimacy during this time as well. So for some of you out there, you may be, a little bit in the sheets, if you know what I mean, during this time, okay? But do know that during this vernal equinox, when the sun moves into your Aries 8th house, this is going to be a time where you are less interested in casual connections and more interested in passion and truth and confronting any of the things that you may have stuffed down or that you may have kept hidden prior to this vernal equinox. Like I said before at the beginning of your analysis, this is a time of great breakthrough, change, and transformation. And for you, this is going to be happening on a psychological, emotional, and sexual level, okay? So that's what's going to be on the cards for you, all right? My Virgo risers, suns, and moons, all right? So I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra and some lucky dates, okay? So let's get the lucky dates out of the way. So do know that for you, your lucky dates this month is going to be March 3rd, March 14th, and March 26th. Okay, so do expect some blessings to happen around those times. If you've been thinking about launching something, going after something, definitely do it around those dates or on those dates because you'll find that the universe is kind of in your corner around those times. And a mantra for you, your mantra is going to be I step fully into my evolved self. All right, so without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. And moons, happy March 2026. There's a lot of exciting energy happening for you in your sky. You've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo, a Jupiter direct in Cancer, and a vernal equinox happening. And so I'm excited to go ahead and break down what these transits are going to be, offering for you and what's going to be happening for you within this month ahead. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive deep. First and foremost, at the top of the month, you're going to be having this lunar eclipse in Virgo on March 3rd. Okay, and so this is going to be happening in your 12th house. This is going to be impacting your area of your subconscious, your spiritual connection, your subconscious dealings, and so this may be a time where through this lunar eclipse in Virgo, hidden truths may come to the surface about yourself or just about, your life in general. Some hidden truths may rise. Okay, so do expect that. This may also be a time of spiritual endings or subconscious healing is going to be in store for you at this time. This may be a time where you are meant to kind of clear out the emotional gunk, anything that has been, weighing you down, anything that you've been harboring or holding on to that is preventing you from moving forward in your life. This is going to be a time where you are meant to clear this out. Okay, and yeah, this is that time for you. Now, as we move deeper into the month, you are going to be experiencing this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 10th house. All right. With this energy, do know that this is going to be a time where when Jupiter goes into your 10th house, this is going to be a moment where abundance is going to be offered to you within your career life. All right. And so do expect some blessings, some growth, some opportunities for you. You may get a raise. You may be rising up in the ranks within your field. You may be climbing up the corporate ladder. You may be getting a promotion during this time. Okay. So do expect growth to rise now that Jupiter has gone direct in your 10th house, okay? Also, you might even find professional recognition is going to come through this transit as well, okay? But not least, towards the end of the month, March 20th, you are going to be experiencing this vernal equinox that is going to be happening in your Aries 7th house, which is going to be bringing about a whole new reset and a whole new chapter around your relationships in life. Okay, so this might be the time where, around March 20th onward, this is going to be a big relationship focused kind of month for you. Okay, you might find that relationships become the focus, partnerships become the focus, your social world becomes the focus. All right, you may also find that relationships start to evolve and move forward. All right. So if you've been, talking to someone, if you've been in love, this may be the time where you find evolution within that relationship. Okay. Or you might find if you are single, this may be the time love comes in. This is definitely going to be a relationship kind of focused month for yourself, especially towards the later half of the month. Okay. So do expect that. Now, I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra and some lucky dates for you. Okay. So the lucky dates happening for you in March 2026 is going to be March 7th, March 10th, and March 28th. Okay, those are going to be some of your luckiest days throughout the month. So if you've been thinking of doing anything, going after something, launching something, putting yourself out there for something, these are the dates to do it. Okay, you might also equally find and experience that throughout these dates, some blessings may occur for you on those days. Okay, so now, as far as the mantra goes, I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra to align your soul to the sky. Your mantra, my Libra risers, suns, and moons, is going to be I release what drains me and welcome new and aligned partnerships. Okay, so without further ado, my Libra risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you the very best March 2026. You take care and you be blessed. For my Scorpio riser, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. There's a lot of exciting energy happening in store for you during this month, and I'm excited to break down these astrological transits to show you what is going to be transpiring for you and what you may be experiencing within the month ahead. Okay, so let's break all of this down because you've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo happening, you've got a Jupiter direct in Cancer happening, and you are going to be experiencing a vernal equinox. Okay, and so let's go ahead and dive deep as to where these energies are going to be transpiring for you. Okay, so at the top of the month, March 3rd, you're going to be experiencing this lunar eclipse in Virgo in your 11th house of your wider networks, your future dreams, goals, and wishes, your friendships, your alliances, the societies that you are a part of, the clubs, the groups, the cliques that you're a part of. And so this is going to be a time where friendships or group dynamics are going to shift for you during this time. You may find this is also going to be a time where your long-term goals are going to evolve a bit and move forward a little bit in a little bit more of a productive manner. Okay, that is definitely going to be something on the stars for you. Okay, moving forward around March 10th, do know that you're going to be experiencing this Jupiter moving direct in your Cancer 9th house. Okay, so this is the area of your truth, this is the area of your purpose, the area of your higher educational pursuits, and do know that this may also be a time for you of grand expansion in this area of life. You may be finding that this through travel, through education, through relocation, through learning something new, teaching something new, publishing something could be a grand blessing for you in store through that. Okay, so I highly suggest when Jupiter moves into the 9th house, you take a trip, you take up a course, you take up a class, you teach a class, you teach a course, you publish something, you put something out there, or you just simply kind of move towards your beliefs, move and act on something that you believe in, especially as it relates to your purpose, and you will be finding great grand blessings are being given to you and brought to your life through this area of life. Okay, for a couple of my Scorpio risers out there, you might find that you are publishing something, you might find that you are presenting something or putting something out there. For a couple of my Scorpio risers out there, you might be getting into the college of your dreams or working on getting into the college of your dreams, and you might be finding some great news is coming to you during the later degrees of this this Jupiter transit that's going to be moving through your 9th house. So this is quite an abundant time for you. You might find that you are just a little bit more lucky at this time, right? You might also find that you are finding a little bit more abundance in you really owning your truth and you really owning your spiritual abundance or your spiritual nature, right? Anything that you particularly believe in, you might just be feeling a bit more abundant in believing in it. Okay, so that's what's going to be transpiring for you during this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 9th house. And then later in the month, right at the tail end of the month, around March 20th, you're going to be experiencing a vernal equinox in your 6th house of your work, your service, your daily routines and habits and health. And so during this time, you may find that this can be a busy work season. Okay, the chores, the duties, the to-do list may start to ramp up during this time, and this may be where a lot of your focus will be during this time. You may start to get into the gym, you may start to really go for it and go for the gusto within your career during this time. You may find that you are really focused on executing your routine. So watch out, try not to burn out. Remember, you are still having that recent Saturn and Neptune transit to your, to your 6th house. So remember, we are still meant to practice compassion within our routines. We're meant to work smarter, not harder during this time. But do know for you, during this time, you are going to be feeling that zest and that zeal to attack your day head on, to really put yourself out there within your career, within your job, within your work, within your service, and productivity is going to increase due to this. Okay, so do do expect a little bit of a busier time for you within, your life around March 20th onward, okay? And so that is what your March 2026 is going to be colored by, my Scorpio risers, suns, and moons, okay? And so with that, I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra and some lucky dates, all right? Your lucky dates this month is going to be March 4th, March 10th, and March 22nd. All right. Those are going to be the dates where you're going to be witnessing and experiencing some blessings. Or if you've been wanting to put yourself out there for something, if you've been wanting to go after something, those would be the dates that would be best for you. Those would be the lucky dates for you. All right. And last but not least, let's talk about your mantra, okay? I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra to align your soul, your spirit to the sky above, okay? And so your mantra this month is going to be, my network reflects my wider future vision in life, okay? And so without further ado, I am wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Sagittarius risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. I'm so excited to be bringing you the astrological forecast for the month ahead. There's a lot of exciting energy happening in your sky at this time, and I'm excited to go ahead and break down what's going to be transpiring for you, okay? So you've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo, a Jupiter direct in Cancer, and a vernal equinox that you're going to be experiencing all in the span of 1 month. And so let's go ahead and dive deep to see where these exact energies are going to be affecting in your life. Okay, so at the top of the month, March 3rd, you are going to be experiencing this lunar eclipse in Virgo. Okay, and so this is going to be bringing about a major career turning point for you. Okay, this is also going to be a time where your public image or your professional path is going to start to move forward or culminate. There may be a little bit of a graduation in this area of your life. Okay, and it may also be something that triggers you emotionally, right? You may find that maybe emotionally something happens in your career that you may are not satisfied with, and this begins a career turning point or a new chapter unfolds within career for you, okay? This may equally be a time where you might be getting or gaining satisfaction within career. It's going to be different things for different people, but do expect no matter what side of the coin you fall on, there's definitely going to be a career turning point, a new chapter that unfolds for you within your career life and within your reputation, within your job, within your public image, within your professional path. A lot of evolution is going to be happening for you within your career story around this time. Okay, so do expect that, and before you see it externally, you might feel it emotionally. Okay, that's what this lunar eclipse is all about, right? You're gonna feel it in your soul, in your heart, in your emotions. You're gonna settle on, maybe something needs to change. Okay, moving forward a little bit in the mid-month, you're gonna be finding around March 10th, Jupiter is gonna go direct in your Cancer 8th house. All right, and so this is going to really affect any matters to do with your shared finances, your taxes, your debts. This area of your life may get a little bit of a boost of good luck, right? If you are in the midst of a change, in the midst of transformation, this is going to be bringing about some relief, okay? It's going to be bringing about some beautiful moments for you within any transitionary phase you are going through within your life, or anything revolving around shared money, or shared money, maybe gifts being given to you on the money end, maybe through others, through a lover, through a friend or a family member, could be offered to you during this time. You may also find this can be a time for, really, really making some great investments. This can be a beautiful time for that, because now that Jupiter's gone direct, you may find that you really get yourself on some beautiful investments, or, your hands on some great portfolios or whatnot, or some stocks and bonds could be, really moving forward for you within a great fashion at this time. This is also equally a time for those out there who are dealing with any romantic matters. This could definitely be a time where intimacy, sex, close connections really deepen and expand at this time. Okay, I do expect for some of my Sagittarius risers out there to be, falling in love, or falling deeper into love, or even falling deeper into a committed contract with someone on a more emotional and romantic wavelength. This could be the time where you are deepening the bond between you and someone else. Okay, this could be the time where you are, really, really getting that connection in, if you know what I mean. Okay, so this is that time for you. Now, later in the month, at the tail end of the month, you are going to be experiencing this vernal equinox when Sun moves into your Aries fifth house. This is going to be quite a reset. And like I said, it's only capitalizing on what this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 8th house is. It looks like it's painting a picture around a new chapter around your romantic life, around your creativity, around the things that spark joy within you. This may be a time where a lot of your focus, a lot of your attention is going to be on your romantic life, your creative world, you having fun, you sparking joy in your life, and really putting yourself out there for those things in life. Okay, so that's quite an exciting time for you, my Sagittarius risers, suns, and moons, and all of this is going to be happening for you within the whole of the month. Okay, so do know that those are just the three major transits that are going to be happening for you. And of course, here on my channel, I'm going to be breaking down some of the smaller, more minute transits that will be coloring your sky around March. And so do look out for those transits. But these are the major transits that are going to be happening for you during this March. And so that is what I will leave you with for now. Okay. And so I would love to offer you some lucky dates to set your sights on. So go ahead and grab your pen, grab a piece of paper, and write these lucky dates down. Okay. Your lucky dates to receive blessings and to put yourself out there for things when the universe is going to be on your side is going to be March 3rd, March 10th, and March 25th. Those are going to be some very lucky and auspicious dates for you, okay? Also, I would love to attune your soul and get your soul ready for what's going to be happening in the sky with a little bit of a mantra, okay? So your mantra this month to realign yourself is going to be, I claim success and express my joy during this month. That's going to be your mantra, okay? So without further ado, I'm wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Capricorn risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. This looks like a very exciting month for you, and I'm excited to be offering you the astrological forecast for the month ahead, okay? So you've got some major energies happening for you within this month. You've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo, you've got a Jupiter going direct in Cancer, and you're going to be experiencing a vernal equinox, okay? And so let's go ahead and dive deep to see what and where these energies are going to be affecting for you in your life, okay? And so at the top of the month, you are going to be experiencing around March 3rd, a lunar eclipse in Virgo, and this is going to be in your 9th house. And so this is really going to affect your belief systems, okay? This is really going to be bringing up legal matters or really starting out a new chapter emotionally around your particular wisdom, your worldview, your ability to travel. You know, this may even be a time where long distance plans or relocation may start to shift for yourself, okay? Your belief systems may be up for review a little bit, right? This may be a time where you are getting a little bit more emotionally pure or emotionally clear on what it is you believe in, what it is you are, thinking about life and the world around you. So this is that time, okay? Moving forward a little bit in the mid-month, you are going to be having a Jupiter go direct in your 7th house of your relationships, your partnerships. And, with Jupiter being direct, your luck was a bit, on pause. It was a bit held on reserve. And so now Jupiter, the planet of abundance, is moving forward in a direct motion in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. You are going to be finding that your partnerships grow, okay? Partnership growth resumes for you. Everything is all systems go. You're going to be finding that you are finding a lot of luck and opportunities through the people around you. You may even find that your circle starts to expand, or your love life starts to expand, or you may find that you attract a new partner or business partner or romantic endeavor during this time, okay? But do expect for your contracts and your commitments to move forward. If you've been a bit on pause, if you've been in a little bit of a delay, if you put yourself out there for something like an interview and you've been waiting to hear back, this may be the time you hear back where you're able to really officially sign on the dotted line, okay? So do expect for that, all right? But this is what's going to be happening for you during this Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 7th house. And then at the tail end of the month, you're going to be experiencing a vernal equinox in your Aries 4th house, which is going to be bringing about a big, new, exciting chapter around your home life and around your family. This may be a time where you are going to be finding that a lot of your focus is going to be pulled a bit inward. It's going to be pulled a bit more towards your household or your family or your inner emotional world. This may be a time where you are being asked to get a little bit more brave within your emotional security, within yourself, within your home life. This may be a time where you are being asked to decorate your space, to make it a bit more cozy, to make it feel feel a bit more like home. This may even be for some of my Capricorn risers out there where you are moving into a new space, where you are moving into a new dwelling, you are moving into a new chapter within your home life, okay? So do expect this time for you to be a bit of a reset, and there's going to be a lot of focus around your home life and your inner emotional world during this time, okay? So those three major transits are going to be happening for you within the month of March of 2026. And of course, there are definitely going to be some smaller, more minute transits that are going to be happening in the sky during March of 2026, and I'll be sure to keep up with those and offer the, transit foresights for what is going to be happening during those times here on my channel. So look out for those. But that is what I have for you. Now, I would love to leave you with some lucky dates to set your sights on. So go ahead and grab a piece of paper or a pen or load up your notes on your phone, because I want you to write these lucky dates down. Your lucky dates are going to be March 6th, March 10th, and March 20th, okay? These are going to be some exciting dates for you to witness some blessings or for you to receive some miracles during this time. This may also be a great time for you to launch something or go after something or put yourself out there for something during this time, because you'll find and see that the universe is in your corner on these lucky dates, okay? March 6th, March 10th, and March 20th, all right? And last but not least, I would love to attune your soul to get it ready for March of 2026 with a little bit of a mantra, okay? Your mantra this month is going to be, I expand through truth and align relationships and partnerships this month, okay? And so without further ado, my Capricorn risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you much, much emotional security, happy home life, okay? I'm wishing you much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Aquarius risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. I'm so excited to be bringing you the astrological forecast for the month ahead. You've got some exciting and major transits happening for you within this month. You've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo happening in your 8th house. You've got a Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 6th house, and you are going to be experiencing a vernal equinox in your 3rd house. And so I'm excited to dive deep with you to let you know what these transits are going to be influencing in your life and what you may be experiencing during these times, okay? So let's go ahead and dive a little deeper into it, because at the top of the month, around March 3rd, you're going to be experiencing a lunar eclipse in your Virgo 8th house. And this is going to be triggering your area of your financial entanglements, your debts, your taxes, your deep emotional bonds. This may be a time where you are going to be getting a little bit more sterile here, a little bit more clear, a little bit more, emotionally clear in this area of life. And that may require you to straighten some things out within your taxes, straighten some things out within your debts, straighten some things out between you and a partner as far as shared money and resources go. This may also be a time where you may find that your deep emotional bonds between you and a loved one, or you and your loved ones, may be reaching a bit of a turning point. So do expect this energy to be brought to your doorstep around March 3rd onward, okay? Now, a little bit later in the month, around March 10th, you're going to be experiencing a very abundant Jupiter going direct in Cancer, okay? And so you're going to be finding that this is going to be in your 6th house, which is going to impact your health, your work, your routines, and do expect that this is going to be a time where luck and ease is going to be offered to you within your work, within your routines, within your health. So if you've been feeling a little stagnant, a little stuck within your day-to-day schedules, your day-to-day routines, how you get things done during your day, if your health has been a bit on pause, this may be the time where you are seeing a little bit of an uptick in that energy, or you're finding that your blessings are starting to move forward in this area of life. You might find that work is going to start to grow. You might find opportunities through work. You might find that you are able to rise up in the ranks within your career. You might get more clients during this time. You might find that you're getting back in the gym during this time. You're back on your diet. You're back on the wagon. This is a time where you are going to find that you're back on it, okay? Because it may have felt a little stuck and stagnant while Jupiter was retrograde in that 6th house. And so do expect for your work and your health routine to improve moving forward. And through that, you're going to be finding a lot of opportunities within your field, within your job, okay? If you don't have a job, this may be the time you get a job, okay? So for those out there who are a little unemployed and looking around around for work, this may be the time where luck starts to return to you in this area of life and you find some expansion in this area for yourself, okay? If there's any of my Aquarius risers, suns, or moons who are experiencing some health issues, you might find that your health turns around in your favor and for the better now that Jupiter moves forward and is direct in this area of your life. Okay, if there have been some Aquarius risers, suns, or moons who have been a little bit lackadaisical, lethargic, a little bit, lazy, not able to really get a handle on their routines or on their diet, on their fitness, this may be the time where you are getting a bit of a boost of energy, a dose of good luck. Things feel a bit easier, things flow a bit easier, things are aligning, things are falling into place, and you might be finding a better story for as far as it relates to your health, your diet, your routines. Okay, so do expect that around March 10th moving forward. And last but not least, around the tail end of the month, around March 20th, you are going to be experiencing this vernal equinox where there's going to be the astrological new year is going to jumpstart at this time, okay? And so for you, do know that this is going to impact your third house of the area of your mind, your communication, the relationships you have with your siblings and your neighbors. And do know that there's going to be a lot of energy in this area for you. You might find that your focus is going to be pulled towards the relationship you have with your siblings or your neighbors or your short distance travels. You might be going on some short distance travels during this time, okay? You might also find that some new ideas, new fresh inspirations start to happen in the mind or within your head. You might find that this could also be a great time for contracts to be resumed or for you to, lock down a contract of some kind. And do know that anything in the realm of communication, whether it's a podcast, you putting yourself out there for a talk or a podcast, a radio show, whatever, writing, speaking, offering your words, communicating. This is a great time to do those things, okay? This is a great time to open your mouth and use your words, because through this, you will find that it is jumpstarting a whole new chapter for yourself within your life, okay? Do expect some communication projects to launch during this time for some of my Aquarius risers, suns, and moons, or just a happier story as far as it relates to you in the relationship with your siblings or you in the relationship with the people in your immediate environment is just feeling a bit better during this time, okay? But it is requiring you to speak up a bit, right? It's requiring you to own your voice, which is the story for you, knowing that you've got that Saturn and Neptune moving into your third house, right? This is a time for you to really start to speak up for yourself, really start to have those tough conversations that you may have put on pause, right? This is that time. Okay, so that is all what is going to be transpiring for you within the month of March. Of course, there are going to be some tiny or little mini transits that are going to be happening throughout the month. And of course, on my channel, I'm going to try to keep up with those things and offer them to you as they happen. But these are going to be the major turning point transits that are going to be coloring your sky around March of 2026. Okay, and so I would love to leave you with some lucky dates and a mantra. Okay, your lucky dates this month, go ahead and grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, because I want you to write these dates down. These dates are the dates that you could be experiencing some miracles and blessings and some breakthroughs through. These are also equally the dates that, should you move forward and press forward and put yourself out there for the things that you want, you will find that the universe opens doors for you, okay? So your lucky dates this month are going to be March 5th, March 10th, and March 24th. Again, that's March 5th, March 10th, and March 24th. Try to meet the universe halfway on these dates and you'll find some incredible breakthroughs happen in your life. All right. So a mantra to attune your soul and your spirit to the sky this month. Your mantra is going to be, I transform through clarity and focused action this month. That's going to be your mantra. Okay. So my Aquarius risers, my Aquarius suns and moons, I'm wishing you the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be blessed. Bye. For my Pisces risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. I'm so excited to be offering you the astrological forecast for this month ahead. You've got some exciting energy that's going to be offering some major turning points in your life around this time. And I'm excited to dive deep to let you know what is in store for you, okay? So you've got a lunar eclipse in Virgo happening in your 7th house, a Jupiter going direct in Cancer in your 5th house, and a sun in Aries transit, or AKA the vernal equinox, which is going to be jump-starting the astrological new year for you, okay? And that's going to be happening in your 2nd house of your money. So let's go ahead and dive deep. Around March 3rd, do know that you're going to be experiencing this lunar eclipse in Virgo in your seventh house of your relationships, of your commitments, okay, your partnerships. And so do know that this is going to be a major turning point around your relationships in life. You might be finding that this may be a whole new chapter in love for you, a whole new chapter within your committed partnerships, business relationships. This is definitely going to be a turnover in your social life. But do know that these changes might start to happen internally. You might start to feel like, you know what, I need to trim the fat or get a little bit more clear on who is in my life, what I allow in my life, what contracts I sign up for, what I allow, between you and other people. You might find that you want to get a bit more precise, a little bit more clear, a little bit more organized within your social world, if that makes sense. And that's first going to happen for you emotionally, okay? Before you start to really affect change externally or see change externally, okay? So that's what's going to be happening for you during this time of this lunar eclipse in Virgo. Now, around March 10th, you are going to be experiencing Jupiter going direct in your Cancer 5th house, all right, which is quite exciting energy. This is where your luck starts to turn on again, and this is going to be affecting your romantic house, your creative house. This is the area of your life that rules the things that you find joy in, your hobbies, your interests, your children if you want them or have them. So with Jupiter moving into this area of your life, this is some expansion here. This is some great opportunities in this area of your life. During that retrograde period while Jupiter was in your 5th house, it was retrograde. So you may have found that although great things were happening or trying to happen in this area, it may have felt a little stagnant, or you couldn't quite get a full grasp on the blessing yet, right? And so now with Jupiter moving direct in this area of life, you might find that, romance and creativity and fertility and having children starts to expand again. It's all systems go again. Things are on locks. It's all systems go. It's like an upward momentum now moving forward. And you may find that this could bring about a new love, a new situation within romance. This could even bring about a conception of a child. If any of my Pisces rising suns or moons have been wanting children, this may be the time. Okay, so do expect that type of energy. All right, now during the tail end of the month, you have a vernal equinox that you're going to be experiencing, which is just the sun entering into Aries. That's going to unlock and jumpstart the astrological new year. And this is going to be happening in your 2nd house of your personal self-worth, your finances, and your values, okay? And do know that this is going to be pulling your focus into this area of your life. You may be moving into a new situation. You may find that you are moving. You may find that as far as matters go around your stability in life, your overall security, you could be finding that this area is looking good. Money's looking good, pockets are looking good. You're feeling a bit more stable, a bit more confident within yourself, especially within your ability to get out there and make the money for yourself or have money. Just things look good in your money, your security, and your income. And you may find that you are personally kind of focused a bit more on this area at this time. Okay, so do expect that, but it's bringing about a whole new chapter for you in your life. All right, so that's quite exciting time. Now, that is what is going to be transpiring for you in March of 2026 in a nutshell, okay? And so do know that these are the 3 major transits coloring your sky this month. Of course, there are going to be some tiny, minute, little transits that are going to be happening, and I'm going to do my best, of course, on my channel to keep up with those and offer you the insights as to what are going to be happening with those transits. But within these 3 major transits, do expect this energy during this time, all right? So I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra and some lucky dates. Go ahead and grab a piece of paper or a pencil or a pad, because I want you to write these lucky dates down. These dates are going to be the dates where you may witness and experience some blessings or handouts from the universe, okay? And equally so, these may be the dates that, should you put yourself out there for something, go after something that you've been wanting or craving, launch something at this time, you may find that the universe opened doors for you at the same time, okay? So these are your lucky dates during this month: March 3rd, March 10th, and March 23rd. I'm going to say that again: March 3rd, March 10th, and March 23rd, all right? So that is that. Now, to attune your soul to the sky, I would love to leave you with a little bit of a mantra. Your mantra is going to be, I choose partnerships and prosperity that reflects my internal value. All right. So without further ado, my Pisces risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you all the best, much prosperity and abundance. You take care and be so blessed. Bye. For my Gemini risers, suns, and moons, happy March 2026. There's a lot of exciting energy on the stars for you, and I'm excited to be bringing you the astrological forecast for the month ahead, okay? So in the sky, happening for you this month, you're going to be encountering a lunar eclipse in Virgo, a Jupiter stationing direct in Cancer, and a sun entering Aries, aka the vernal equinox. And so all of this is going to be happening in different areas of your chart. And so I'm excited to go ahead and dive deep with you to let you know what you can be experiencing during these moments. Okay, so at the top of the month, March 3rd, there's going to be a lunar eclipse in your Virgo fourth house. This energy is going to ask you to clean up the muck, to get a little bit more organized in your inner emotional world, your home, your family, your living situation. These things are going to really require your precision and your organization at this time. And you may start to feel this internally before you affect change externally. Okay, so do expect matters of the home, family, your living situation to shift a bit. Also, do know that this is going to be a great time for emotional restructuring. You know, your emotional foundation needs to be a little bit more organized, okay? With this lunar eclipse in Virgo, that's what it's going to be all about, okay? And so as we move a little bit deeper into the month, around March 10th, there is going to be a beautiful Jupiter stationing direct in your Cancer second house. So luck returns, and for you, Yahtzee is going to return in your second house of your money, your finances, your overall stability and security. So if you've been feeling like you've been a little bit of a holding pattern within your money, within your income, if things have been a bit stagnant within your finances, do know that things are going to start to move forward. You're going to find blessings. Money is looking up, moving forward, okay? So do know that financial growth is going to resume, it's going to continue, and do know that this can also bring some exciting financial opportunities for you, okay? Luck is really going to be offered to you, and blessings are going to be offered to you yet again, you know, during this time of stationing direct. So that is quite an exciting time. Now, later at the tail end of the month, around March 20th, we're going to be experiencing a vernal equinox. And this for you is going to be happening in your 11th house of your wider networks, your friendships, your affiliates, the societies and the clubs in which you affiliate with and belong to. And so do know that this is going to be a time where this energy is going to hit the reset button around your social world, around who you affiliate with, your clubs, your communities, you know, even your overall dreams in life. Your 5 to 15 year plan may pull you into focus in this area of your life, okay? So do know that this could be the time where your social visibility may rise, right? You may be getting accolades or acknowledged amongst your community of friends. You might be finding that this could also be a time where your network or your audience, you know, networks or audiences may grow for you at this time, okay? Or you may be getting acknowledged by your audience or by your growth or by your peers with this energy, okay? But this is quite a it's quite a reset. So definitely utilize this energy. This is definitely a moment to really get focused on your future, get focused on your dreams, and making sure that the people around you are also aligned with your dreams. There's this quote that says you are only as successful as the 5 closest people around you. And so for you, more than ever with this vernal equinox, this is a moment where you are meant to attune your societies, your cliques, your groups, your friends to your future. If the people around you are not helping you row your boat to your future, they're poking holes in it, okay? So this is a time to trim the fat. This is a time to get focused on who is around you, who you are aligned with, and hit the reset button a little bit, okay? Find those who do support you. Find audiences who do match your wavelength or your vibe or your niche or where it is you see yourself in 10 to 15 years from now, okay? So that is what is going to be happening for you in a nutshell through these major transits happening in March of 2026, okay? Of course, there are going to be tiny and small like transits that are going to be happening for you throughout the month, and I'm going to do my best here on my channel to keep up with those transits and offer you the insights as they come about. But these are the major transits that are going to be affecting you the most, okay? And I want to offer you some lucky dates, all right? So the lucky dates for you, I want you to go ahead and grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, because I want you to write these dates down, okay? These are going to be the dates where you're going to be experiencing some miracles, some blessings, some breakthroughs. This is also equally the dates that I would like for you to initiate something, to go after something, to put some feelers out there, to, go after something you've never gone before, because you will find that on these dates, the universe is going to be especially in your corner and can open some doors for you, all right? So your lucky dates are March 3rd, March 10th, and March 24th. Again, March 3rd, March 10th, and March 24th, okay? And finally, I would love to attune your soul to the stars by offering you a little bit of a mantra, okay? Your mantra is going to be, I build security while expanding my influence, okay? So without further ado, my Gemini risers, suns, and moons, I'm wishing you a very happy and successful March of 2026. You take care and be so blessed. Bye.